Great. Hi. I think we're just waiting for a special guest caster who's going to be so exciting. You guys are going to die because everybody knows her. Everybody loves her. Has been called the face of Splatoon 2. And we're just waiting for her to step in and hop on the mic. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We have already talked about kind of this really fun process set play that has been happening today. And we saw it for semifinals. And now we're going to see it for finals. So I'm really excited. Looks like we're going to start with Splat zones. And all the players are getting into the lobbies and sitting in their seats. And they're coming up soon. So we are looking at finals, best of 3 sets, Splat Zones, Rainmaker, and Tower Control. And our first 3 will be Splat Zones on the Reef and Inkblot Art Academy, and if it needs to go to a Game 3, Piranha Pit. This is a really fun mode of play because what you have to do is you have to be able to win 2 out of 3 in order to take the set. So here she comes! Yay!
I was following the wrong person around.
No worries. Hop on that headset, and here we go. I am super excited to say that I get to be casting with Milana.
Hi,
So
guys.
don't worry. Awesome. So, welcome. This is your first time commentating,
This
right?
is my first time commentating to real people.
Yay! It's so much fun, and everybody's going to love you. I kind of want to open up Twitch chat just to see how much people are freaking out right now.
My knee get pop off. That's what's up.
And here we go. Yep. Exactly like what I thought. Great. Awesome. So, everybody make sure that we all give Milana a warm welcome. You're going to see so many of your own emotes in chat, too.
I'm so excited. I want those Milan boys in there, you see?
Great. Awesome. So, we were just talking a little bit. I was talking because, a little bit about this, set play. So, what do you think of it?
I don't know. I'm just really excited to see what Hakai can bring because I know Hakai knocked my team out, unfortunately. But
you guys played really well, though. You could definitely see things coming together.
Yeah.
And you could see it that you guys were thinking about it, especially from we casted your first matches.
Yeah,
and you could see that you got more comfortable with everything. So,
well, I'm really excited to see this grand finals. It's gonna be really great, and I hope you guys are excited as well.
For sure, it's gonna be amazing. There you go. There are all your emotes in chat. Awesome. So if we can get back to that map list, we'll talk a little bit about the set play. So we're looking at the Reef and Inkblot Art Academy for sure, and then if it goes to a Game 3, we'll be at Piranha Pit. Anything that you dislike about either of these maps for Splat Zones?
I know personally my team is actually really good at the Reef. It is really important that you take control of the bridge because that bridge is it's kind of like a make it or break it. If you can get a baller that falls down and instantly you lose the Splat Zone. So it's really important to have that double layered control so that you really keep the enemy team back into their spawn.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's a really easy map to camp.
For sure.
Because you can lock them in really quickly, and then as long as you have a couple of members there to be on bridge and someone in zone, make sure that everything's happening, you're not going to lose it very quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
I like it a whole lot because I like to play Slosher Deco, which has that sprinkler, so you can pop that under bridge, and then that helps to keep the zone for you.
For sure, for sure.
And people aren't always looking up, which I'm like, hey. Definitely
yeah, they're like, what is that?
Yeah. 100%. So, yeah, that's awesome. I really like Inkblot Art Academy, too. I think it's such a fun map. And I love the zones for Splat Zone specifically for this. The tower is really fun. There's a lot of different ways you can move around. It almost feels like a 2-zone map because of how that tower is. So
I really appreciate that there's a lot of entry points into it, but it's not so big that you are lost in it or you're too confused about which side the other team is gonna come through on.
For sure, 100%. It's definitely something that's really awesome, and I would absolutely love to see Piranha Pit for this. So I don't know if we're gonna make it, but these are 2 really good teams. We have we've casted both of them today, so that's something that's gonna be really fun, and I can't wait to see how everybody. It looks like people are warming up, waiting to get in.
Now that I think about it, both teams knocked my team out. So.
Yeah. I was thinking, I'm like, you played against both teams, right?
Both on stream too. But
hey, it's okay.
I've definitely played with Dr. Prod before. He's a really strong player.
Yeah,
very, very good blaster player. And he has coached people like Dude before. He's coached a ton of really, really great players. So I know for him, he's a good player and a great coach. So I'm I'm looking forward to seeing what that team will bring.
For sure. And I think, do you think there's anything to be said about, you're here playing with most of your team, right?
Yeah.
So do you think there's something to be said about playing at a LAN with your team versus playing with a pickup?
Definitely. I feel like just having that practice with your team and being able to play with them, it gives you that synergy that maybe a pickup team doesn't really give you. So I have really enjoyed I just really like my team, so I enjoy playing with them. And by enjoying the game, I feel like I can play better.
For sure. Oh, definitely. And we heard you laughing a couple times when you were destroying us.
Oh.
So,
Sorry.
No, that's great. That's what I love too. I love this game. And I don't care if if we lose every single one. As long as we have a good time, I just want to be having fun.
Yeah,
and that's
agreed.
why I love Clan Blitz so much too, because it's so chaotic and it's just so much fun.
I think I love Clan Blitz because you have to focus on offense, but there's that element of defense, and that just the mindset keeps me back from overextending into the enemy base. So I don't get so aggressive, which is nice.
Definitely. It's awesome. It's so much fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's so cool too because here we have, the reason I thought of that actually was because Dr. Prodigy and Dreas are both on Deep Blues.
Yes.
So, looking at that, and Hitzel I know is a really great flex player. He likes to play with a lot of different people. So, all of them together kind of work really well. So I can't wait to see how this comes down. I mean, Hakai has their work cut out for them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But I've played both of them, and they are both very, very strong teams. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. It sounds like I think we're
getting
almost
started.
getting in. Yeah, looks like we're just missing one member from either a team or our spectator, but it should be coming together kind of soon. So I think it's also really nice that for finals they've picked the traditional 3 modes. As much as we both said we like Clan Blitz, this is really nice to see something that's more traditional.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of debate on Twitter about whether Clan Blitz should be banned from tournaments.
Really?
Yeah, or whether maybe only the finals or just the group stages. So there's been a lot of contention around the Clan Blitz as a whole as a mode. Yeah,
I think. All right, sounds like everybody's in. So
all right.
We're all set to go. This is going to be so exciting.
Ooh, first time.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm excited.
Yes, you should be. You're going to be awesome.
Awesome.
So here we go. We are just setting teams up, and then everybody will be picking their weapons. Just to get a confirmation from behind the scenes, we announced our Turf War plan for after finals.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Because that's really exciting too. Yeah. Because I want to talk about it, but if we hadn't announced it yet, I didn't want to say anything. So I just wanted to make sure. So afterwards, there's going to be an awesome Turf War exhibition. That's something that a lot of people argue about too. Should Turf War be a competitive mode? And Nintendo says yes for certain things, but obviously they're not putting it into League or ranked, so they don't consider it as competitive as the other 3 or 4.
I think it's actually an interesting mode only because Splatoon has a lot of dying in the game, just because the matches are so short, and Turf War really tests you to see how long you can stay alive because every death counts so much, and it really will put your team at a disadvantage if you keep dying.
It's so true. It's so true. You can be knocked out so quickly also. So it's definitely something that, you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So here we go. All the teams are ready.
We're getting started, guys.
Yeah. This is going to be so great. So as we said, this is called Set Play. We're at Splat Zones on the Reef for our first match. And here we go. So this is something that we saw earlier too with Hakai. They have this double splatter shot going here, and they've kept it the whole time. So they're not really changing much up on their comp. It definitely looks like Top Minds has been experimenting a little bit with the different things they can do, and they're able to take the zone really quickly at the beginning.
I've definitely seen this exact comp when we were fighting them, I believe, in Camp Triggerfish. I know that the Forge is really good in terms of keeping everybody back, while the 2 splatter shots are actually very, very strong players. And I know in particular Zero splatted me multiple times in our matches. So both of them are very, very good. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how they're keeping Top Minds back right now.
Yeah, and I mean, they're able to break down this point really quickly, taking it in half. The 2 Inkjets come out, but they're not really in the position that they might want to be in order to take the zone as quickly as they need it.
Yeah, but it looks like it's a 4v3 for Top Minds, so they can definitely keep and hold it, and they're definitely pushing forward to make sure that Hakai doesn't get a chance to come back.
Yeah, Hakai, someone did just jump out there, so I wonder if they have somewhere that they jump to that will help them get out of spawn a little more a little easier, and be able to kind of break through this defense.
For sure, for sure. And as you can see, that Top Mines is really focusing on keeping control of that bridge, because having control of both the bottom layer and the top layer of this map is really, really important, like I said earlier.
Yeah, bubbles come out. They don't exactly explode over zone like they're doing, but they were able to... Top Mines was almost able to take that lead there. They're 2 points away, so the penalty that's coming off of Hakai is working its way down slowly. Another inkjet coming out, but Zero kind of maintaining bridge there. Bomb rush coming in. You can hear it, we just don't see it, unfortunately.
And the zone goes back to Top Mines, and that's a wipe for Hakai. Man, this is a really good opportunity for Top Mines to really push forward and make sure that those Hakai members don't come back into the zone.
Yeah, 100%. And this is exactly what Dreas looks like he's doing here. He's sharking, just kind of waiting for people to come out of spawn, looking for targets to try to maintain that they can take down their penalty there. And it looks like they are able to do it, and they are going to take the lead, which was a really great play there. Really coordinated. You could tell that these teammates do know how to play with each other and that they're communicating really well.
Yeah, and that goes back to what you were saying earlier about how perhaps the team synergy of Dreas and Dr. Prod works out in their favor.
Yeah, 100%. Even Arashi here on these dualies is fierce. Coming in, the zone does go into the side of Hakai, so with only 8 points left. So that would have been a really quickly wipe, but they were able to take it back and put a nice penalty on them.
Yeah, and I really like that play right there with the bubbles. That is actually a really, really great strategy to take back the zone really quickly. If you can put all 3 bubbles on the zone and pop it real quick, that is a perfect way to take control back.
100%. That's why we've been seeing a lot of people trying to counter the bubble meta by running something like Object Shredder.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
you know, working to try to make sure that that doesn't happen to them over and over again.
Yeah, definitely. And I personally really like Object Shredder, so I run it with my socks and sandals. Shout out to Day, pronounced like Day.
Commenting on your fashion sense there. Hey, if it weren't fashionable, Splatoon would not have added it as a piece of gear, right?
I'm just saying, you know.
Hitzel coming in with that inkjet, getting a few kills there. The bubbles come in. They are able to take zone over, and they're working on breaking down that penalty there. Unfortunately, Hakai was not able to get the lead from Top Mines. They're only 1 point away, so that's kind of heartbreaking right there.
Yeah, this is a really close match, though.
Yeah, and there's a lot of time left. They do have the time here, you know, slowly coming down. They're all on mid there, right there, waiting on that bridge.
I think that is really working to their advantage to be able to have that firepower to prevent Top Mines from really pushing forward.
100%. You know, working really hard to make sure that that's game.
And there it goes.
Yeah.
Good job, Team Hakai.
Yeah, 100%. Not what I expected. I mean, they were going, and it really looked like it would have been to Top Mines there.
Yeah, for sure. But it was really, really close. It was hard to say, but I guess in just this case, Hakai just played the better game.
Yeah, 100%. Sometimes there are teams that like specific modes more than others too. So I wonder, you know, I always wonder whenever I see a team play, like, well, how are they in their heads? You know, are they thinking like, hey, Splat Zones is our better mode. We want to take these 3, you know, and then maybe we could let Rainmaker go. Or are they thinking, oh, you know, we've got tower control. We need to get Splat Zones. And that builds a little bit more pressure too, to make sure that you're, you know, playing at your best on something maybe you're not as comfortable with.
Yeah, definitely. I know for me personally, Splat Zones, I used to hate it, but now I love it. It's like a very strange dynamic.
I totally understand. It's my second favorite after Clan Blitz.
Yeah, I agree. Clan Blitz and Splat Zones are up there for me too.
Yep. Tower control's my least.
That's why we're friends.
Exactly. And I really want to get to play in Turf War with you later.
Yeah, definitely.
So
we'll definitely have to make it happen. Team Donnie. Hashtag Team Donnie.
Purple ink, best color. So it's going to be awesome.
Awesome. So as they're getting set, like we said, the next level is Inkblot, and it is one of my favorite levels. I personally don't really like it on Clan Blitz, but Splat Zones is such a good level for it. I really like that like I said before, there's different entryways into the zone, but there's not so many that you get overwhelmed.
For sure. And you're able to watch your back, but you're still, you know, having to make sure that people are coming in around you. You need to be hyper map aware. There's also something really interesting coming in with this idea of map control with this map, because there are a couple of areas that are uninkable, so you have to be able to walk around.
Yeah, and definitely. I think I noticed a disconnect.
I hope not. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a.
Oh, bummer.
Boo.
So I guess they're going to end this really quickly. It looks like Hitzel has disconnected, unfortunately.
Yeah. Generally, when this happens, I like to do a little dance on the zone.
Yeah.
Maybe go into the enemy turf.
We saw you doing that earlier when your team was doing their lag test, and someone just blatantly killed you.
Wow, this is a look at that dance that Future's doing.
Exactly.
It's
Future
really artistic. I really like it.
Yeah.
Right in the middle, it means a lot. It's very philosophical, I think, in nature.
100%. This map, actually, the first time I played with some of my now very good friends, they 4v1 me'd, and I had no idea what was going on. I wasn't talking to any of them on voice chat, and I'm just like swimming around, whatever. All of a sudden, they're all in a cluster. I just threw one bomb.
That's what people in my stream call a bully.
Yeah, I've been called a bully before sometimes. You know.
Wow, there's cars in this level. I never know.
I never knew that either, actually.
But the pond, if you guys have never seen it, it's very serene. It's got some flowers and stuff. Look at Arashi throwing the bombs, trying to get that zone back.
With,
I don't know.
2 points remaining. No.
That was a good match.
Definitely. It looks like Hitzel's a little frustrated about the disconnect there, but you know, he's back in the lobby and just waiting for the match to finish up.
Yeah.
And we'll have it back up for you guys in a second. So.
Yeah. I know that for me, if something like that happens, I tend to get a little bit rattled before the next match.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it doesn't really affect Team Top Minds that much.
No, I'm sure they'll be okay. They're all pretty much pro players. You know, they know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. So, you know, they'll be able to have a good time.
No Milan Sab, only Milan boy. You right, guys. You right.
100% squid party. Someone wrote, yeah, for sure, definitely. You know, when you have a DC in a situation like this, it's time to just let off some steam and have a good time.
Yeah, you just you gotta go with the flow.
Yeah.
And you know, if you guys have ever played Splatoon, those disconnects, right? Am I right, guys?
Especially during Splatfest squads.
Are you? Yeah.
Every single match, you know, someone's usually disconnecting. You have to enter in again. It's so frustrating. So we all know, you know, what we'll be paying for at some point soon, right?
Hopefully it'll get fixed by the time we have to pay for it.
Tactical disconnect. Kendall calling someone out.
Oof.
Yikes.
Calling Hitzel out, bro.
Yep.
Or Papa Hits.
Papa Hits. Yes. Exactly. Never had a disconnect? I don't know. I mean, in Nintendo.
Never had a disconnect. Who does this guy think he is? Never played online?
Never played online.
I don't know. I've disconnected in single player, so I don't know what you guys are talking
Hey, this game does have a single player mode. You know, whether people believe it or not, it exists. And, you know, it's pretty much about how well you can play in single player, use all those weapons.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm at 780%.
Bro, that's way more than me.
Yeah. I'm a game completionist.
That's
I want
awesome.
that 1,000%. I really do.
You're really close. Are you excited for the Octo League expansion?
Can't wait. Oh my gosh, someone showed me a spoiler of all the winning poses.
Oh, I saw it too. Oh no. I spoiled myself. Why did I do that?
I know, I did the same thing, and some of them are so cute. Their hair is adorable. The Octolings just look adorable. I can't wait to play as one.
I'm really excited.
Me too. Me
well,
too.
I'm also excited about this next round 2 match versus
someone on your account.
What?
Here we go.
And it looks like Hakai is running a very similar composition with our 2 Tentatex, our NZAP, and Future being our long-ranged Rapid.
Yeah.
In this case.
It's really nice that Future can come in and run a blaster because they definitely need that. You know, they need that killing power here. We were talking about this earlier on stream, DJ and I, that, you know, having the blaster and having that opportunity is really good. Oof,
that was really tough. That
Yeah.
2v1, it's almost impossible to win a 2v1. So you know when it happens, it feels good, but you know it's really, really not an ideal situation for you to be in.
100%. Future having a nice pick on Andreas there, and is holding on a bomb rush, making sure that he's up on top mid, trying to hold that hold the zone is really important here. you know, his team is pushing up and doing a really great job of just keeping them in spawn. I don't know, you know, Prodigy kind of waiting for that moment to come out, building that Inkjet, using it to try to get Future, is able to take him out.
Nice.
So that's really great. You know, and they come in and they're almost able to take the zone with 11 points remaining. They don't get it, unfortunately.
And this may seem like a very clean match for Team Hakai.
Beautiful play there.
I've been saying it wrong. Hakai.
Hakai? Is it Hakai?
Hakai.
Okay.
I keep thinking Saikai, so I'm like, Hakai. I apologize, Team Hakai.
Same here, Team Hakai.
But that was a very, very clean match for Team Hakai.
Yeah, it was absolutely lovely. And I wonder how much of that is like what you were talking about, that it's gotten into like Papa hits his head, where maybe, you know, they're just a little bit rattled. But because this is set play, we're already at, that means that Hakai wins for the first set.
Wins Splat zones. So let's see what Rainmaker, I believe, is next.
Yep, Rainmaker is next. So Rainmaker and Camp Triggerfish. This map is still relatively new, and I don't know it as well as I'd like to, but this mode I actually have played. There's a lot of interesting ways that you can kind of get to the podium for this one. So I always think that this is really fun, and it's really exciting to see.
Definitely. I think one of the most challenging aspects of Camp Triggerfish is the fact that there are so many ways to get to the same place, and you have to keep your eye on your back the entire time.
Yes. I think it's also hard because there's so many net areas that you can't drop down, you can't swim. You know, there's a lot of things that you have to be standing, and it opens you up to be attacked by the other team. Yeah,
I know for Rainmaker, a lot of teams choose to go across the roped area, I just forgot what they're called.
I just call them nets, but I don't know if there's like an actual,
So I think that if the Rainmaker carrier was running run speed, I think that would be a really valuable quality to have.
For sure, definitely. Run speed is super helpful on this. I think this is also a really interesting map because of how quickly you can get to podium from spawn.
For sure.
You need to play a really strong defense here. So we are getting right into it. I absolutely love that section of the map on the left there where it has all the like,
no one ever goes there anymore.
It's so pretty.
It is very nice. So it looks like Team Hakai is running exactly the same comp as they did last time, whereas there's a little bit more variety on Team Hotlines.
Yes, definitely. And Hitzel coming out with that, with the mini, which is a really good idea there.
Yeah.
Because it gives the range that they need and also is kind of strong and pushing forward. Right away, Hakai is able to... Oh, they go 3 down. Not even going to do much.
Yeah. But notice that when in the beginning of the match, they really went for the Rainmaker pop. That's free ink. It's free turf. So if you can, definitely go for it in Rainmaker modes.
Yeah. 100% if you know that you have the opportunity to do so. Arashi picks up the Rainmaker and looks like, you know, because there's 3 down on the side of Hakai, is able to make a really nice push here, getting the lead by 1 point. Coming up on this net area is exactly what we were talking about here. You need to be really super careful. One of the things that people don't realize with this mode is if you're going for just points, you can drop down, swim straight up to the back, and you have a really nice point there. You don't need to maintain that top net area, and if you're going for specifically points. But there's a lot of time in this match yet, so they definitely want to go for a knockout right now.
Definitely. I think that is a little bit of an inopportune drop of the Rainmaker on the nets. So I appreciate that they let it reset.
Me too. I think that was a great idea there.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good play.
Future coming in, trying to hunt down Arashi, unable to do so. Gons has Inkjet and is able to pop Rainmaker, but I'm not sure if any of their team is able to pick it up just yet.
Yeah, it's looking like Team Top Minds is really trying to avoid letting them have it.
Definitely. And it goes 3 down again on the side of Hakai, so that's where they really need to kind of be ready to come in together as a coordinated push. It looks like a lot of them are being caught in these 2v1 situations. If they're a little more together and coordinated, they can play a little bit of a better defense.
I'm a little bit confused because I knew they were 3 down, but it seems no one took the Rainmaker to make a push with that.
Yeah.
I think that could have been a really good opportunity for them to make a push with the Rainmaker.
Definitely. I think that's just kind of a lack of team communication there.
Yeah. And that goes a little bit back to maybe team synergy?
Yep, I definitely think so. Finally, they are able to pick it up, looking to move a little bit forward. Gon's in there with the Inkjet, kind of covering Rainmaker a little bit. Gets a nice pick on Andreas. but maybe not exactly in the direction that they need to be towards the end there.
Definitely.
Rainmaker is coming in. Here we go. They take the lead. Dreas and Arashi right there to take out Zero and Pro, though. So unfortunately, that stops the push.
But Hakai does take the lead in that case, so...
And by 9 points.
Which is not an amount to scoff at.
Yeah. And here we have Dreas has their special ready, so I think he's just going to be waiting a little bit, hold it for the time. There are 3 specials ready up on top mines, so they're definitely trying to make a coordinated push. They're waiting for that opportunity to do so.
For sure. And it looks like there's 3 down again from Team Hakai. Is this Team Top Mine's chance to push back? We'll see.
It looks like it. I mean, this is really the opportunity for Dreas to kind of to pop his special and use it as really nice cover there. Does not get the chance to do so. Arashi coming in. Arashi had their special, but because they were carrying Rainmaker, they couldn't do much about it.
Ooh, and Dreas with the splat, a very opportune splat. That's
for sure. And look how close they are. They do get the lead. They do get the lead.
Nice.
And they're right there, and Papa Hits is there. Prodigy and Arashi right there near Rainmaker. Unfortunately, those bombs are going to make it a little hard for them to pick it up. They do need to make sure that they have some nice offense. They go down for a 3-down situation there.
Well, it was a wipe because Hitzel had gone down before.
True.
So they are going to, let's see if Hakai can make that push back.
I mean, it's not a very far way for them to go here because the map is relatively small in terms of where you can kind of run and move through. There are a lot of different ways that you can get there, but the actual pathways are kind of limited.
Yeah.
So, you know, if they want to go for something nice offense right there, able to try to cover the Rainmaker, unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out for them.
And even the use of that rain to help pop the oof, Hitzel picking it up. I think in that case, maybe the best play would have been to reset the Rainmaker or to just not pop it.
Yep. Not pop it, let it sit for a bit, and see what happens here.
But there's a wipe on Team Hakai, so perhaps this is going to work out in their favor, in Team Top Mine's favor.
Definitely. So there's a bomb rush, or an inkjet at the ready. Dreas does pop it, able to get 1 hit on Zero. Coming in, gets a double. Very nice. And not able to get a triple, but that is game. I didn't even see it went to time.
Yeah, same.
Yes, it did.
And Team Top Mines with the victory.
Very nice, very nice.
I was so focused. I was like, what happened?
And look at that kill count there by
Dreas and Zero
very
too.
Nice. Yeah.
Nothing to scoff at, these guys.
No way. They're definitely playing as much as they can. And it looks like we are going to Rainmaker on Makomart. This was a tough one for you guys too. We were watching, and there were definitely opportunities where we're like, man, I was like, I just want her to go to the right.
It's in general, teams don't generally go to the right unless there's a team wipe, because then there's no like defense to worry about. But in general, I think teams push to the left because it's the safer route, even though it's a little bit longer. But I think Makomart is one of my weakest maps, honestly.
Oh, really?
I don't know how to play it.
I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. But I play Slosher. So for me, it's like nice to be able to slash over those towers.
Definitely.
And the different areas, the cereal, you know.
The breakfast aisle.
Breakfast aisle, yeah. It's just so much fun to me. I think it's a really fun map, and it's really exciting to watch. So
definitely. But I'm looking forward to it. I really like the colors in the map. They're very bright, and if you guys have ever really looked closely at the boxes, squid kids eat purple and blue melons.
Yeah, it's some of the food there is really interesting. I love, I just like when a new map is released, going into the kind of I never remember what it's actually called when you're
Recon,
thank you. I was like, when you're gathering information, recon mode, and being able to look around. Like when Schellendorf came out, I love that butterfly case.
Yeah, you can look at all of the
cool.
the antiques that they have in the museum.
Yeah, and the same thing for Makomart. When you're going in, you're looking at all the different food that's there, and you see all the workers off to the sides.
Going
it's so
shopping,
much fun.
it's cool.
I
Don't go shopping on an empty stomach, guys.
No way. I hate grocery shopping. Any other kind of shopping, fine.
And I guess we're getting started with our round 2 of Rainmaker.
Very nice, yeah.
Ooh, now it looks like we have a Vanilla Blaster. I think that's a Vanilla Blaster, right?
Yeah, definitely. Vanilla Blaster there, and nice to see some dualies again coming in. Very interesting here.
Deep Blues with the first pop, getting all of that turf for free. Although it seems like it's three versus 2, so Top Minds is going to make that push.
Yeah, and Prodigy picking up the Rainmaker right there, but backing off a little bit. Able to get to an 85, going up that left side that you're talking about there. It looks like they know that he's coming there. Able to take Gons out. Ooh, and just needs his teammates. Very
that's
nice.
A wipe.
That was a beautiful, beautiful play there. Teammates knew where Prodigy was. They knew that he had the Rainmaker and just needed some backup.
And look at Pod go. Oh.
35 is a great push, though.
Definitely.
Really nice point there.
For sure, for sure. But it looks like the push is maybe still not over. They're all jumping to Dreas, who is right next to the Rainmaker, and Dreas taking out one with his Inkjet, or Jet Ink, as some of my viewers like to say.
Very nice. Prodigy picks it up, but unfortunately goes right back down. But Arashi and Dreas are there to kind of pop it again. Arashi picking it up, Dreas using a little bit of support, and they're able to get a couple more points.
Definitely.
Very nice job there.
But it looks like that might be the end of the push.
Yeah, definitely. I think that Top Minds is kind of under a lot of pressure here. They know that they need to take this game in order to bring it to game 3 and hopefully go to a second set. Otherwise, this is going to Hakai.
Definitely, definitely. But it looks like they're playing a really strong game.
Finally, Hakai able to pick up the Rainmaker and begin their first push. So Zero staying in mid, waiting for teammates to come in and offer a little bit of support here. It looks like, though, Top Minds is not going to let them do so. They're going to try as hard as they can to make sure that they're not coming in and separating the team as much as possible.
I do really respect Hakai's Rainmaker carrier, making sure that he's staying with the team, not rushing forward like some of my Rainmaker teammates like to do.
Yep, especially in ranked.
But it's really important that you have that defense, you have your team with you to be able to make a push together.
100%. And it looks like coming in, here we are again. Prodigy definitely feels really comfortable with the Rainmaker. You know, the strongest weapon in the game being the Rainmaker bubble. No kills from that yet, but definitely, yeah, they're working on it.
And Zero taking out Dreas with that stray bomb happens to me a lot.
Yep, every so often, you know, all of the time, I don't realize a bomb is behind me until I'm dead.
Yep, and then I'm like, oh no, team.
Yeah. Nobody warned me.
I'm sorry.
Definitely Zero coming in. Papa Hits does go down. Prodigy getting that kill. The Inkjet is going to make some things hard, but nice job there, taking out Gons in the air. Very nice.
And now it looks like they're 3 down, or they're all coming back, but there was 3 down for Team Hakai. So, but it looks like maybe Team Top Minds is leaving the Rainmaker in the middle, maybe not trying to make a push quite yet, or maybe just leaving in the middle for the rest of the match, which is not necessarily a bad strategy either.
Definitely. I mean, they have the lead. They know if they can defend mid a little bit easier than anything else, then that might be what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, definitely.
And Hakai does get that burst there, but because no one is alive, they're unable to pick it up and make a push. So right now, it looks like I knew that chicken was coming. You heard it, right?
Put your happy boys in the chat.
Definitely, you know, they're working on it. Future coming in, playing a nice defense here, waiting for the opportunity that he knows is coming, that they're going to try to make this push. Pops the Ink Armor, beautiful right there. Gets a kill, very nice.
And that is 2 down for Team Top Minds.
This could be the opportunity that they need. They just, I mean, from mid, it's really not so far if you're playing with your whole team right there.
Yeah, but it seems like neither of the teams can get all of their teams, but it seems like maybe Team Hakai is making a push, but Arashi is fierce competitor to be messed with. Oof, and Arashi getting that double.
Very nice.
Very, very strategic, and for the Top Minds win? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it here. I think that we can almost call it at 10 seconds left. You know, Hitzel taking a long way here, just going to hold exactly what we were looking for there. Hold Rainmaker, put it in a very difficult spot for Hakai to get out of there.
Yeah, definitely. And since in that area, there's really only one way to leave, so Team Hakai is going to have to make a really, really strong push to be able to take this back from overtime.
Yeah, and they're coming in on that right side like we were talking about earlier. Making a decision to push forward there, knowing that the rest of the team is there. Chicken taking out Pro, you know, not going to help him, but Future is determined.
Oh, the double inkjet.
Oh my gosh.
This is bullying at his max. I've always said that Dr. Prodigy was a bully.
Yeah. And you could see Future just made a gesture like, oh, a little bit.
Just so close, so close.
Definitely, you know, that was some timed inkjets right there.
Definitely.
Really nice.
It was. If I was holding that Rainmaker, I'd be like, boy, just take it. I don't want it anymore.
Totally. If it was not a tournament, that's when I would have just jumped.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So I believe the next set is
Rainmaker Cup Dome. Oof.
Wait, I think
we're
going tower control.
Oh, we are going to tower control. I'm sorry. I thought that they had it written. I was reading.
Yeah, I saw it too. So I was like,
I was totally reading.
So now it is 1-1 Hakai and Top Mines. So this is the make it or break it for Long Island Splat.
Yes, and we have an awesome prize pool, 240, which is kind of amazing for a 6-team event.
Whoever wins first place, enjoy my $20. All right. I'm just
Same
saying.
here. Yeah, that's super exciting though. I mean, you know, it's a rainy day. It's Mother's Day weekend. There's a lot of people graduating today. Finals. Congrats to everyone who's passed your last final, who's ready to be done with the semester. And, you know, you're almost done with school too, right? You have, what, a month left or so?
Yeah,
so then
about. And then summer vacation.
Very nice. That'll be really fun. That was always the best part, summer vacation.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Definitely.
Well, it looks like our first match is in Arowana Mall for tower control.
Very nice.
My stream likes to call it the tall boy.
The tall boy.
The tower is very tall.
Yes, it is very tall on this map. It also has a really interesting path here because I think I've only ever played it once. I'm trying to remember, but it
like goes to the left and then down to the middle and then back to the front. Like through the middle. Yeah.
It's very interesting. I think because the map in general has that kind of first bump when you come in when you're coming out of spawn, it makes a lot of the different modes interesting for how to play it.
Yeah, and this map is huge. It's very long, so it. Like, especially for splat zones, it's so hard to get back into the middle. So by the time you get there, it's like 20 ticks off of the score.
It's so true. It's really, really true. You have to be ready to play those top left and right sides, too.
Definitely. So I think this level is very, very catered to long-range weapons.
100%. And I think they knew that, too, because here Future came back out with the Charger, which is really exciting to see because we got to see him play it earlier, and it was so much fun to watch.
Definitely. And it looks like they changed up their comp just a little bit. We got some Dapple Dualies Nouveaux and Team Hakai. So we'll see how that goes.
And you could see, I think Gons is the one who's using them there. Definitely using that movement to his advantage there. Able to take one out before he goes down himself.
Definitely. I know for me personally, I don't know why, but sometimes I call Dualies rollers. It's really bad
because they're rolling. I get it.
So bad. Oof. And that stray curling bomb taking out Pro. And Hitso going for the tower, staying on the tower, making sure that you gotta really pay attention to the right side. I don't know my lefts or rights. The right side, because that is a really great place for long range weapons to get you off the tower.
100%. Definitely. And this is exactly kind of what he needs, and he knows right away that his team was right there behind him to make sure that nobody came in. Arashi is going to sit on the tower for a little while, but unfortunately goes down really quickly.
It looks like it's a wipe for Team Top Mines, but a 34 push is not too bad.
It's pretty good, yeah. For this being a 2-checkpoint map, I think it's really nice to be able to get through that first checkpoint. They were almost to the second one as well, so it was definitely something that they needed there. Gone sharking, just kind of waiting for this opportunity.
But the range wasn't long enough.
No way. That's the problem with those dualies. As much as I get taken out with them, and they are terrifying to me, you know, they don't have the range that they need, so if you're aware of what that range is, you're going to go down.
Drea's getting taken out by that splat bomb, but it looks like neither team is in a position to make a push. Although it looks like Team Top Mines has a little bit more turf control, which might make it easier for them to make a push.
Yes, 100%. It looks like they're coordinated right there. All of them in mid there. Prodigy on tower, waiting for the opportunity. Decides to get off because it's not as safe as he may like. Looking nice shot on that inkjet on 0.
Definitely. Dr. Prod is a beast with, finding that hidden guy right there. But Dr. Prodigy is a beast with the blaster. He is very accurate and very good. So he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. And you gotta pay attention or else you're gonna get splatted.
100%. Even the knockoff damage from blasters is really scary. And even if he can't get that perfect direct hit or the shots that he's looking for, you know, it's definitely gonna help him just to get a little bit of knockoff.
Yeah, definitely. And it seems like Hitzel is retreating a little bit to gather some turf so that maybe he can throw a rain cloud. Rain clouds are really, really nice for this map because if you can pretty much control the middle or maybe even the sides, the 2 aisles, it's definitely going to work to your advantage.
For sure. And it looks like maybe him retreating a little bit isn't exactly playing as much defense as they might have wanted to be. The tower push was very nice from Hakai there. Pro does decide to get off to stay alive and unfortunately goes down to Dreas' inkjet. You were absolutely right. There's our rain cloud that came in and kind of caused a whole bunch of cover. Really nice idea for top mines to kind of push back in.
Yeah, definitely. And I've noticed that in a lot of these team comps, there's a lot of inkjet. Inkjet is definitely part of the meta right now. It's a very skill-based meta, so I, for one, am very bad.
Me too.
But if you are good with an inkjet, man, you have a lot of good things going for you.
100%. And, you know, there's not a lot that can counter an inkjet, too, because you're in the air. So there are not a lot of opportunity. You know, you have to have really good aim to be able to shoot that down.
Yeah.
But it's scary to face it down if you're underneath. You know that those shots are coming in.
Definitely. And you have to be, it's kind of silly, but you have to be aware of the exhaust as well.
Yes, exactly. That in Salmon Run happens to me all the time.
Yeah, same here. I'm really bad at shooting them down. And Pro getting stuck in the enemy ink, getting taken down by Prod. But Prod getting taken down as well, unfortunately.
And it's a 2-down situation on the side of top mines. So it's a perfect opportunity for Hakai to push in. They're definitely trying to coordinate themselves, and you can see that Future kind of coming on the tower and doing what he can to 2 of them go down on the tower.
Another
That's the biggest
down.
problem when you team up together on the tower, because it's so much easier for the team to take out 2 members who are right next to each other than it is if you spread out.
Yeah, I find that that's something that I have to work on too, because I just tend to clump together with my teammates sometimes, and then I'm like,
too.
wait.
Yeah, like they just killed both of us. That was my fault.
Now there's 3 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if Team Hakai can make that push. Ooh, it's not looking so good. And Dr. Prod getting on that. Is he on the tower? I don't even know.
I think so, yes. And I think that's what sealed it for top mines there.
Yeah.
Look at that map control, too. You could see almost 3/4 of the map was taken up by top mines.
Definitely.
And that definitely helped them.
Yeah. If you don't have... Honestly, every match you play is turf war. Even if you're not playing turf war, you have to be aware of where you can go, what kind of moves you can make, if you can even move forward or if you have to go backwards, you know?
Yeah.
So retreating there's no shame in retreating.
Nope. It's very true. And there's no shame in taking some time to get some territory for yourself.
Yeah.
And to make sure that you have a couple of those things where you can move throughout and build a special.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, just having these things in your back pocket will definitely help in the long run. Now,
so this is a scary one.
I can't tell you how many times I fall in the water in this.
If it's not jumping from that one block to, you know, the enemy side there, it's falling off the tower, specifically me when I'm in ball form, because just like a little bit of a tap and that ball is off the tower.
Same here, just ink armor.
Yep, exactly.
Or just, I can't climb walls.
Yeah. There's that whole video where it's like, new players don't know how to press B.
900 hours in, still don't know how to press B.
100%. So it's going to be really fun to watch because it's a fun map. It's definitely opens the opportunity for, as we said, for people to fall off. A lot of comic relief there. So I'm excited to see how it goes down. I remember during Beacon, we were watching one of the matches, and one ball was on tower, like perfectly fine. Another ball jumps in,
and then
then they both explode and they both pop off. And it was just like, oh, both of them are in the water right now.
So if anything, it's a lot of laughs.
A lot of laughs, for sure.
or salt.
Yes, it's definitely, you know, a little bit rage-inducing in some moments there. So
right.
it sounds like they're getting into this, and it's going to be awesome.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for this maybe final match. Maybe we
Yeah.
could go into round 3. We'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, we got a heavy on one side.
Nice. And I love Zero's hat. Very, very fly.
So fashionable.
This game is all about the fashion, let's
It's
be honest.
true. Who cares about skills?
No
one.
way. No way.
So it looks like there's already off the bat a lot of turf control from top mines. They're very turf oriented, and it looks like someone is pushing forward, trying to get that heavy out of the way.
Yeah,
Oh, but
Prodigy.
Arashi, not quite making it to that platform.
No way. Prodigy on the tower unfortunately goes down just before clearing that first checkpoint, or about halfway, I guess, through that first checkpoint. So not really what they're going for here. Pro trying to kind of take someone out, not let them out of spawn a little bit so that Hakai can actually get on tower here.
Yeah, really, really watching to make sure that the enemies don't really leave their spawn point, you know? Oh, and it looks like an inkjet came out. Double
Two
inkjet!
inkjets,
Ooh,
warring
Dre is taking him
inkjets.
out.
Very nice. That's exactly what you were talking about in terms of skill.
Yes.
Making sure that you know how to use your special and use it well, like Dreas just proved there, able to take down that other inkjet.
Definitely, definitely. Oof, and it looks like Dreas goes down to Lil Gons, I think?
Yep.
And Lil Gons pushing the tower. Zero trying to make a push into their left side. That's what I call it. I don't even know if that's what the official name. Left side, right
Sure,
side.
left side, yeah.
Near the bikes.
Near the bikes, yeah. Definitely. And popping another inkjet there. Zero does get Arashi. Very nice there. Going for the next kill off of Prodigy does not get the kill that he's looking for. And Prodigy does get a cleanup on Pro. Future coming in. Fortunately now they're 2v2, so this is kind of the opportunity where it's just going to stay a little bit as a neutral game right now.
Oof, and Papa hits almost getting taken out by that bomb, but just narrowly missing it. Awesome. But I've heard that if you want to get better at inkjet, you play Overwatch, you play Pharah.
Really?
So,
I mean, I guess that, you know, that's one way to look at it, sure.
definitely.
And, well, I mean, the only issue with me is, like, controllers. You're going to have your button switches, right?
You're right, you're right. Now Future playing kind of an aggressive, heavy, moving forward with it instead of staying back. I think that's cool too, because I think what I like about the heavy is that you can really, there's a lot of different play styles that you can have with it.
100%. Those double inkjets coming out, not maybe able to get as much of a push as they want, because Hakai does go 3 down, and they're kind of pushing their way back in, but so is Top Mines. So it looks like, you know, both teams are keeping it staying as a neutral game. I can't words.
It's okay,
So.
words don't come to me either.
Oh, man. Looks like, you know, Papa Hits comes in, gets that kill on Zero, is making a little bit of a push forward, unfortunately goes down by Pro, so back to a 2v2 situation.
But it looks like Hakai is really trying to make that push work. And Pro taking out Dr. Pod as well. Blaster v Blaster.
Very nice. They're at the first checkpoint, so all they need to do is touch the tower a tiny little bit, and they would have been able to take the lead. If they can maintain that checkpoint a little bit, they only need 3 points. Yikes.
Oh, and it looks like they're heading back on, but it's carnage. There's so
really
many splats
is.
happening. Oh, and someone falling into the water.
Oh, no. That's exactly what we were worried about here. They have the lead, though. Hakai is able to push back past that first checkpoint and getting a really nice number
And
going
still
into
pushing.
the 60s. They're still pushing. That was a lovely push from them. And you can even see here how much map control they have right now. So much of the map is purple.
Definitely, and you know Hakai wants this win. They don't want to give it to Top Mines.
No way, no way. Definitely being a little bit more of a pickup. I believe Future was a last-minute addition to this team. So that's a pretty exciting thing for, you know, people who worry about
Yeah.
pickups. This is something to be said for it.
Yeah, that was inopportune.
I love those tower dances. I really do. It's, you know, kind of playing like a little bit of this like ring around the rosy idea here.
Definitely, and you see everyone jumping to Arashi, which is a really good move because Team Hakai is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, and you know, Arashi does have that Inkjet ready, but is going to wait for a teammate to come and sit on the tower when they pop Inkjet. So I think that that's also a good move. It looks like Prodigy is coming in, but you know, they're waiting. Great idea with the mines there. Using them on the tower just gives it that little bit extra. Ooh, beautiful direct there by the Inkjet.
Yeah.
And it destroys the mine that was on the tower.
But the mine does give you turf if you end up dying. And,
True.
And you can potentially kill the enemy too.
Very true. Very true.
I've died to countless ink mines.
So have I.
Don't judge me. Oh, and it looks like it goes to Hakai, right?
Very nice. Yeah, I believe that went to Hakai. Really
Awesome.
nice play there. Really lovely. So now they're 1-1. So that means we're going to our third map on tower control.
This
Sturgeon
is
Shipyard.
the actual final match.
It really
it's
is.
1-1, 1-1.
See, and isn't this the most fun to commentate on? Your first one that it's going like to the very final,
I'm really excited.
right?
Yeah, for sure. But it looks like our last match is in Sturgeon Shipyard.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my favorite maps, honestly.
Really?
I really like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
So when we were playing a little bit of Splatfest earlier, you
Yeah.
really liked it.
I'm really feeling it.
Yeah, I think it's hard for me because when the other team gets into that pit there, it just I feel trapped.
Yeah.
You know, because you can go around the right hand side, but then if someone's right there in mid, you're done.
Yeah.
So I try to clear them out, and then I just feel like really frustrated for me. I love the mechanics of this map though.
Definitely.
The moving ramps are really nice. I like the center mid has that kind of secret area that people forget about.
Yeah,
And then
and
you can
I've
kinda
seen so
hide.
many people drop into there and they're forgotten. As soon as they
Yes.
drop in, it's like, who was that?
Yeah.
What was I doing?
Where did they go?
What? Guess I go over there.
Exactly. It's so much fun. It's a really, really good map. And I think for tower control, it's really nice.
Yeah, definitely. I think it really takes a lot of pushing forward, like a strong offense, but you guys kind of think about the defense too.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, and it looks like round 3 is underway.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm really excited. Aren't you?
Yes. This is going to be so good. I don't know what the exact breakdown of this prize pool is, but it's super exciting that, you know.
It's just gonna be one person takes all.
Oh, it is?
No.
Oh. I am so gullible. You can tell me that and I'm going to believe you.
They're
every
gonna
single
1v1
time.
each other after
yeah.
school.
Out in the back, right?
Little Gon's making the push right away, and it looks like he's still there. Seems like maybe Top Minds forgot about him.
Yeah, I think it was almost like he was like, hey, I'm going to wait for the rest of the team. And they're like, no, keep going. We got this. You know, you're good.
Little Gon's getting taken out by Arashi.
Very nice kill by Arashi there. You know, moving forward, the movement that Arashi has is absolutely wonderful. You know, you watch him play and you're just like, man, like this person does know how to move and move through the map really well.
Yeah.
Beautiful double there. Really nice with the Inkjet there. Pops back onto that hill, and it looks like Top Minds is not having any of it. They're like, we're going to make this push, and we're going to do everything we can to shut this down.
It seems like Dr. Prodigy is the designated objective sitter or carrier. Or
Yes. Being kind of the dad role that he does on Deep Blues as well.
Ooh, the Inkjet versus Inkjet.
And having that Stingray come out. Ooh, very nice kill there by hits.
I think it was a little bit risky because sometimes you don't see somebody behind you and then they take you out while you're waiting for that jump to happen.
Yes, definitely. 3 down side. Was it a wipe? Might have.
Maybe.
On Top Minds.
At least 3.
At least 3, definitely. So it's something that, you know, they're going to be using to the advantage here on Hakai. Definitely working towards getting that lead, but
I think in that case, Future was just a little bit too aggressive, trying to push into the enemy territory.
100%. And it looks like Hitzel's coming back in, trying to kind of play a little bit more on the aggressive side, but it looks like he's all alone there. He's going to be facing 3 members there from Hakai, so he needs to be a little bit careful. Arashi and Prodigy coming in on the right, but this could be it. Yes. And they are almost there. Hakai almost had that lead.
But it looks like it's still not over. Although, that direct.
Beautiful direct.
Ending the dreams.
That's a blaster for you. Like you were saying over and over, Prodigy is a wonderful blaster player. And when you get that direct from blaster and you just feel it, it's painful.
It really is. It's balding.
It's almost like you feel it like in your bones, like yikes.
Yeah, I know. I really know.
Yes. Able to build Rain there, take down one, take down Gons. I know Prodigy was going towards trying to get Future. Zero just waiting for this opportunity. Rain does come out. It's going to make it a little bit hard for them to get out of position here.
Man, it's looking like Dr. Prodigy is really on a roll, trying to splat everybody in sight.
100%. Hits does take out Pro, gets a nice double with Zero, so they're gonna Top Mind's
a triple.
Nice. And a quad with Future. Beautiful job by
Man,
Hitz there.
Hitzel is popping off. He's on fire today.
He was. That 5 kill right there before going down himself. And look at that.
Getting stopped at 1.
1 with a team wipe by Hakai on Top Minds. I can imagine our spectators are going crazy right now. That was a beautiful play, and there is a disconnect.
Oh,
there is a disconnect on the side of Top Minds.
It looks like it's Dr. Prod.
And unfortunately, because it happened so late in the game, this will not be a replay as far as I know.
Well, let's see if, was it? Oh, Top Minds can pull off that 3v4, you know?
Hey, if they can do it, then
it's not been unseen.
It has not been unseen. I was playing a match the other day. There were 2 disconnects on our side, and there was 1 on the other. So we were at 2v3, and we won.
That's awesome.
So it can totally happen here. Top Minds is a great team. They can definitely work this out. You know, they have a lovely lead, and
the other team has to get a knockout in order to win.
They do. They really do. So it's definitely, you know, how they can make it happen. Gon's popping that inkjet in the air.
And that's a wipe for Top Minds.
This is so close. This is going to be it right here. And that was an amazing play there with that.
we got the people standing up.
Oh,
cheering.
yeah, standing up, popping off. Poor Prodigy does not look very happy right there. Oh, man.
That's so tough.
That is one of the hardest ways to lose. It looks like they're kind of wondering, like, hey, what's happening here? We have DJ over there kind of talking to them. I don't really know, you know,
what the final call is.
Yeah.
We'll have to see about that.
As far as I know, the disconnect rules are clear that if you disconnect within the first 2.5 minutes, they will do a rematch, but otherwise, no. So I'm not totally sure what's going to happen there.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
See what that final decision is.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hear.
Oh, it's a
It's
replay?
a replay.
Oh,
Fantastic.
nice.
Lovely.
Excellent.
That was such a painful loss.
I was really hoping for a replay.
Me too.
Play it again.
Awesome. So great. So we're going to have a replay, which is so much fun. See, now we get to do a replay too. This
awesome.
is like
we get to step back, take back everything we said, come at you with the same thing again.
Yep.
Just pretend it didn't happen, you know?
Okay, very interesting. Cool. Yeah, so we heard from On High that it was a replay and it was a switch malfunction due to the docks. Uh-oh. I feel like Prodigy's playing at my dock. I'm sorry. I think that was my dock at that third seat there, but we're just going to keep going and, you know.
Pretend it wasn't your dock.
No,
just blame someone else.
Just someone else. It's totally fine. Mine doesn't have its name on it, so, you know, nobody needs to know.
No one knows. It's fine. It's fine.
It's totally cool. So, anyway, I'm really glad that they're doing a replay, and it's going to be so much fun. Switch dock got knocked. Since they had the lead, it wasn't a tactic. That's very true. Very true. Not a tactic here. Definitely something that, you know, it happens, unfortunately. I'm a huge klutz. I am the first person to always say that if something's going to go wrong with, like, me physically moving through space, it's my fault.
Same here, though. I mean, maybe Dr. Prod just popped off too hard. And he, like, went, let's go, and, you know, did one of his classic Dr. Prod things.
Totally true. Exactly. So it's, you know, when it's your dock, yeah.
All right, I guess we are restarting this grand
we go.
finals match between Hakai and Top Minds.
Very exciting. Teams are excited. Everybody's smiling, ready to go. Here we go. Great hype music for this match, too. Exactly what we want to hear. Everybody has the exact same loadouts because when you have a disconnect, you're going to keep all your same gear and weapons. So nothing new to talk about there.
It looks like all 3 members of Top Minds went right That is typically where you go when you do Sturgeon, but if you are a daredevil like myself, you tend to go left, take a peek out, see who's there, see who's pushing through that way.
Definitely. And it looks like right away, very nice, beautiful shot by Prodigy there.
That's a three down on Team Hakai.
Yeah, I think he's going to do everything he can to make up for that last situation in that last match. We do know he's proven throughout today that he's an objective player.
Definitely.
So, you know, we're going to keep seeing that. Throws that rain.
I thought that rain was really well placed. It definitely keeps the people away from that snipe point. But Zero does come from behind and take out Dr. Pod from the tower. And now Hakai is making their own push.
100%. They're working towards, they're on that first checkpoint there. It looks like they're actually going to clear it and possibly take the lead here. So that's going to be something that, yes, they do.
Taking out Arashi before jumping back.
Very nice. Prodigy takes out Future, but there's still one member on the tower. He does get the double and takes out Pro, but Zero is right there. I think they are not playing around. They want to prove that even though it was a 3v4 situation, that they still deserve this win.
Definitely. I agree. I think both teams are really, really working hard to try and prove their worth to be the champions of Long Island Splat 3.
Yeah! I am so excited to see it too. These events have been so much fun so far.
I totally agree. I've fought some really great teams, and both of these teams are very, very good.
Yes. And it's so exciting to get to meet people like how we met. This is like awesome.
I love it. I love LAN events. They're really great.
They're
really
a lot
great.
of fun. So it looks like all three members of Hakai on tower. Future decides to jump off, and you know, armor gets popped there, but working to try to make sure he plays some good defense. Unfortunately, Arashi takes him out.
Arashi coming from behind, taking out the heavy. Future plays a very aggressive heavy. He's always in the front lines. But you know, sometimes that can be a powerful thing. Very, very powerful.
I think he plays aggressive. His play style is pretty aggressive in general, because when he plays Charger, he was also pushing forward.
Definitely.
So, you know, you can definitely tell that he has a proficiency with a lot of different weapons, and he works on, you know, maintaining a specific play style through all of them.
And I think that's really, really great to be, you know, remain true to how you play. And
yeah.
Really working with that.
100%. And it's absolutely beautiful that they're coming in and, you know, doing lots of things and, you know, working towards it.
It's looking like Top Mines has a lot of turf coverage, except in the middle, but on both sides, surprisingly, both courts of both teams, there's a lot of turf by Top Mines.
100%. Coming in, Pro, wow, Pro takes out Dreas. I did not think he would look that.
I didn't think that either, but, you know, Pro has proven himself a really, really, you know, on-the-fly talented player.
100%.
I mean, I guess his name is Pro, you know?
Yeah, very true, very true.
Definitely.
And Stingray comes out in order to help take them over. Hakai still has a very strong lead. There has not been a whole lot of movement on the side of Top Mines here to bring this a little bit closer. Future playing really nice defense here, making sure that the tower does not get as close as they might want to.
Oh, Future is such a bad spot.
That was hard. You
And
two
of them get taken out. And that is a full white for Team Hakai. That means it's time for Top Mines to push. And they're coming back. Oh, Arashi with the double. What a deadly inkjet.
Seriously, going for that triple, not able to do so. But look at this. Now we finally have the opportunity that Top Mines has been looking for. They're at 35 to 29. They're stopped right there, but there's so many of them there that they just need to tap it a couple of times and they'll be able to do so.
Oh, two long-range weapons going head-to-head combat.
Oh.
We can hear some the cheering from the other room.
Definitely. Top Mines goes 3 down, unfortunately. Not exactly what they were hoping for. Future respawning, coming back in, trying to regain some of this turf control. They were so close to taking that lead there, Top Mines. And now I think that Hakai is just ready in these last couple of seconds to maintain the lead that they have, stay on the tower, and hope beyond hope that they can do so.
Definitely. I think a really good strategy sometimes is if you know you have a lead, to just leave the tower in the middle.
I completely agree. Just leave it in the middle. Here we go. Overtime. That overtime buzzer is going. Stingray comes out, and unfortunately, they just need to stay on. This is what I was talking about yesterday or the other night on Black and Spoon. If you can withstand that Stingray, even though you're going down over and over again, you just need to tap it to get to that lead. They're jumping in. Top mines. Ooh, 2 goes down. Papa hits on the tower, and this is it.
And that is game.
Oh my gosh, that was so close. Wait, and you can see right here, Hakai took it very close game right there.
Oh my god,
they're gonna destroy our set. Oh, poor Hits, looking so frustrated. They played so well though. He has absolutely no reason to be upset with this game. Yeah. They played really, really well.
Hits was popping off. But you know, it just seems like Hakai played a really, really, really strong game. It was really hard. Did. It was hard for them. I know I had so much difficulty with them. Yeah. So they're a really good team. Both teams are really great, and they both played really great games.
They all played really great. And you could see by congratulating each other, you know, everybody's friends in this community, which is what is so nice. You know, we all like each other, and we're all ready to just kind of like be there to congratulate each other.
Yeah,
so I
definitely.
think that's so awesome.
I think even if the loss is frustrating, you know, we can recognize that the other team played maybe a better game or are stronger players. And I think that motivates a lot of us to want to improve more.
For sure. Definitely for me. I mean, you know, before I came to these, I never played rank. And now my goal before SNS is I want to get to at least S+.
You got this. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So as far as I know, I believe we're going to go to a break and we're going to set up our Turf War, what were they calling it? Exhibition. Turf War exhibition.
Yes.
So I believe what we were told is that it's going to be 4 members of Team Donnie versus 4 members of Team Mikey, just having some fun Turf War. I'm pretty sure they're going to have some of us commentate on this. I want to do both. I want to play and I want to commentate.
But you should just commentate play-by-play as you're playing.
Yes. Oh, that would be really fun. I wonder if they can make that happen.
You're just going to set it up right here.
Yeah, sure. Technically, maybe they're telling us.
Is this God?
God's voice, the voice of God in our head says technically maybe, because that would be so enjoyable. Anyone who knows me knows the whole running joke that I play a lot of Turf War. I love Turf War.
I think that's awesome.
It's so much fun. It's just a great way for me to have a good time with my friends. And I feel like it's so much more casual. Like, I can play whatever weapons. I don't need to maintain kills. I rarely get above a 700 score, too, when I'm just having a good time. But, you know, that's what Turf War is all about. You just have some fun.
I think it's really an important part of the community, too, because you want to love all parts of Splatoon. And even if it personally isn't for me, and if it's for you.
Yeah. So awesome. So we're going to cut to a commercial, cut to an ad. We'll be back pretty soon with our Turf War exhibition. So don't go anywhere. Hang out, say hi to each other in chat, have a great time. And thank you so much, Milana, for
Thank you for
having
me.
This
was
awesome.
really fun.
I had so much fun. So I can't wait to do this with you again.
Let's do it.
Yay! So have a great time, guys, and we'll be back soon.
Yeah.